So before this video gets started, if you're interested in signing up for Instacart, if you want to make $20, $30, sometimes even $40 per hour shopping for groceries, now is the time to do it. I'm gonna leave my link in the description down below so you can get your guarantee of up to $800, guys. So use my link in the description down below and you can sign up to start doing grocery delivery. It's a great way to make money. It's fun, it's easy, and you will start making a lot of money with it. So again, use my link in the description down below to sign up for Instacart. Now let's get on to the video. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name's Dylan. So this video that you're about to watch is a compilation of 3 videos that I've made. I'm just putting this together because these are the 3 ways that Uber and Lyft drivers can get money from the government. It's the EIDL, which is the Emergency or Economic Injury Disaster Loan. That's an up to $10,000 loan. But I do believe that it is now a $1,000 loan. You don't have to pay it back. So that video is gonna play. And then I also made a video on the PPP. Oh, by the way, I did apply for the EIDL, so I walk you through it. And then the PPP loan, that is 2.5 months of payroll expenses. So that's called the Paycheck Protection Program. I also applied for that. So I'm gonna walk you through that. You're gonna see that in today's video. So whatever your monthly payroll is, you're gonna apply for a loan for up to 2.5 that amount pretty much. And that is also forgivable. And then the third way is the PUA, which is the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. There are 3 phases for that. You can get money all the way back from February 2nd, depending on your state, up until December 31st. So literally almost a year of unemployment benefits. There's 3 different phases. The first phase is it's gonna be state income. The second phase is going to be your state income plus federal, which is $600 for everybody, and then whatever your state income or your state unemployment benefits is. And then the third phase is, I don't have the exact dates, but it's basically like, you know, like 2.5 months different, or 3 months of different for each phase. The third phase is just the state. So whatever you can go back, if you can go back all the way to February 2nd and, you know, kind of basically prove that your income dropped because of coronavirus, then you will be able to get that income for PUA. But anyways, sorry, try not to keep this intro too long. Today's video, this is just everything you need to know. I know a lot of people have been asking for these how-to step-by-step, what to fill in the boxes, etc. So I'm gonna go through all of that. So this is literally your one-stop shop video for EIDL, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, up to $10,000, which is probably more likely $1,000, but still better than nothing, forgivable loan. The second one is the PPP, Paycheck Protection Program, 2.5 months of payroll protection for you. If you're an Uber or Lyft driver, oh yeah, by the way, if you're an Uber or Lyft driver, you are technically a small business owner and you are an employee of yourself, sort of. I think that's kind of how it works. By the way, this is not legal advice, tax advice, professional advice. This is just, I walk you through how I'm doing it. And then the third one is PUA. So Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, which is essentially unemployment benefits for independent contractors, gig workers, self-employed freelancers, etc. So anyways, now let's get on to the video. Enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions down below and I will go through and answer them. Thank you. All right, enjoy. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name's Dylan, thanks for coming by. So today's video, I am going to be sharing with you all how I applied for the PPP loan. I am a small business owner, mostly through Rideshare and this YouTube channel, and I do a number of things, but if you guys didn't know, well, I don't know who you are or what you do, but if you drive for Uber or for Lyft, or if you do a food delivery app like Instacart or Uber Eats or whatever, or if you're just a self-employed person, if you're an actor or a model or a freelance video editor or a photographer, I don't know, or if you drive for Uber or Lyft, You are technically a small business owner. That's how it works. You are not employed by anybody. You run a business, right? You're running your business, whether that's your acting business, modeling business, whether you own a YouTube channel or you drive for Uber or for Lyft. You own a business, so you can apply for the PPP loan. I just applied, and I applied through Bank of America, and that's who I bank with. That's my main bank, and I applied for a loan. It's a forgivable loan. It's 100% forgivable, and they're very clear about what they want you to use it for. So I'm going to essentially break down the process that I use. I'm just going to go step by step and show you how to apply. So like I said, I'm with Bank of America. So I called them up, and they gave me the website. So I'm gonna take you to that website, but if you bank at a different bank, call them up, get on the phone, call them up and ask. Banks are open right now. Call them up and ask them, hey, what's the website to apply for the PPP loan? They're most likely sending out applications. I know PayPal, I do think PayPal has one. A lot of these banks have websites to file. But anyways, I'm just gonna take you through my application process. Again, this is not tax or legal advice or accounting advice. I'm not a certified public accountant. I'm just a person on YouTube, so do not take this as advice. This is legal advice or tax advice, professional advice. This is a disclaimer that you're just gonna watch me do it, so take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to follow what I do, but I'm just gonna show you what they asked me, and hopefully you can see exactly how to apply step by step for yourself, or at least learn from me. Hopefully, let's say that you're gonna learn from me. I'm not telling you what to do, but you can watch me do it. So here, without further ado, I'm just gonna sync up my computer here, and we can all follow along together. So they told me to go to bankofamerica.com/SB resources. So if, again, whatever your bank is, they're gonna have most likely some website, or if not, then you can go and talk to them in person or whatever. Just call them up and ask them. They are getting these questions all the time. So also, if you don't know what PPP is, essentially it's the Paycheck Protection Program. So because of COVID-19, the SBA, Small Business Administration, launched this program on April 3rd to give small business owners money to protect. It's basically money to give businesses loans that are 100% forgivable to keep employees employed. And you, as a business owner, you are technically an employee of your own business. So you're the owner and the operator and the employee. Sorry, I know that's a lot. I'm not really gonna be focusing on what it is, and I'm just gonna tell you how I am applying, how I applied. I already applied. I finished everything, and I actually got a call from the Paycheck Protection Program at Bank of America. They called me back after I sent it in, and they needed one more document, and I submitted that. So I'm gonna tell you again what it is, because they initially came out with a round of funding. It was $370 billion, and then that dried up in about 14 days. So they passed another one for $310 billion. So you kind of need to get on this today, get on this ASAP if you haven't already yet. So here we go. We're here for our small business clients. This is, again, B of A. Our teammates across B of A are focused on helping small business clients navigate this very challenging time. With this in mind, we continue to process loan applications. So they're processing, it was launched on April 3rd, so almost a month ago, but if you haven't done it yet. Anyways, the initial funding was $349 billion on April 16th. They said it was committed. And then on April 24th, new legislation signed a law providing an additional $310 billion. So I applied on Saturday, actually, and then I heard back from them on Tuesday. They called me and said they need one more document from me, and then I was able to get that from my accountant by Wednesday. So So I submitted it yesterday. So yeah. On April 24th, the SBA has begun processing new applications. We are submitting complete applications for our clients as quickly as possible. Our clients who have already submitted applications do not need to refile. Cool. So yeah, they will update you. So if you're missing any information, they're gonna, we'll communicate with you when we see the documents. We anticipate funding the loan, typically 1 to 2 days later. All borrowers should carefully review this required certificate. So yeah, there's a whole FAQ section. Preparing to apply, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, let's go here. So apply now, right? Let's click apply now. What do they want you to do? They want you to, they asked me to sign in. So you're gonna sign in, right? So once you sign into your account, you're going to be linked to a portal. You're gonna get a login. They use this website called Interlinks. So I don't want to take you into my portal just because, you know, for privacy reasons, but this is exactly what they sent me. You'll get this once you sign into your account. You're gonna get 4 documents. So these are the 4 documents that you will get. This first one is the instructions on what to do. So Bank of America's work, and I assume other banks are pretty much similar. Essentially what they're doing is they're gathering information from you and then sending it off to the Small Business Administration, to SBA, for them to process it. So the banks are just kind of like compiling all the information, throwing it to them. And I even talked to my accountant person, or the person on my tax team, and she was saying that a lot of people right now, or a lot of banks, they don't really even know what to do. They're just kind of like, I mean, they know what they can do, but they don't, nothing's like really guaranteed. So you're going to get a login account and you need to upload 4 documents. I had to do 5 actually, but they asked for 4 and then they followed up and they wanted a 5th one. So the 4 documents that they need, let's see if they have them on here. These are the 4 documents that they need, guys. They need tax form 940. They also need Bank of America Paycheck Protection Program loan amount template, Bank of America Paycheck Protection Program application addendum, and then tax form 941. This is if you have employees with tax form 940. Okay, here we go. Documents for sorry. So this is what I filled out, but that's because I have a business account set up and everything, and I have it all, you know, I have a company formed and everything. But I'm assuming either you probably, if you're watching this and you're just like an independent contractor, this is you. Documents for all those small businesses. You need Form 1099 for 2019. So you need your 1099 for 2019 for services rendered as an independent contractor. So if you work for Uber and Lyft, you're gonna go into your Uber or Lyft app and find the 1099. If you haven't filed taxes yet, you gotta go in and get it. If you have already filed taxes, you probably already have it saved on your computer. And then the Bank of America Paycheck Protection Program application addendum. That's it. That's all you, for independent contractors, they're really not asking for a whole lot. And I'll show you what that second form is. This is what it is, guys. It just asks you to basically so your loan amount is gonna be your monthly payroll times 2.5. So however much you make on Uber and Lyft times 2.5. That's how much you're gonna put to request. And again, it's not a guarantee, but it's like a request to get that amount of money. And then, so the reason why you do the 1099 is to show that you are active. For me, they asked they called me back and they said, hey, do you have anything current? Because all my tax stuff was from last year. So they wanted something showing that my business is active as of February 15th. For whatever reason, that was the date they said. So if you have any pay stubs or any, you know, if you can find anything, bank statements or whatever, I don't really know, showing that you are still receiving income and paychecks, because it's a paycheck protection program, You should have that on hand as well, just in case they do announce it. I did want to also tell you how it is forgiven, and what you need to use the money for. So let's see. Loan details and forgiven. So here we go. The loan will be fully forgiven if the funds are used for payroll costs, interest on mortgages, rent, and utilities. Due to likely high subscription, at least 75% of the forgiven amount must have been used for payroll. So they want you to mostly use it for payroll. So that's what the main thing is. It's to keep you paid. Again, if you have a business-owned rent, which I guess you as an independent contractor, I guess your rent is your business rent. I think the rent is mostly for office, if you have an office. If you own an office building, like that's what they're applying for. And utilities, also, again, I'm assuming that's for a leased office space. Probably if you're an Uber or Lyft driver or independent contractor, you don't have an office. I would honestly, they asked me if I wanted to use it for rent and stuff, and technically I do write off 25% of my home, my rent, but I just, you know what, I just applied just for the payroll. And that's what it is for really anyway. So, yeah, forgiveness is based on the employer maintaining or quickly rehiring employees and maintaining a salary level. So really what the whole point of this is, guys, and I'm gonna end the video right here, but the Paycheck Protection Program is to keep you paid during the lockdown and during everything. So that's what the point of it is. And again, they've almost given out, what, 349 billion plus 310 billion? That's $659 billion. That's $500 billion they're giving out to small businesses to keep people making money, to keep people's paychecks going. That's why it's called Paycheck Protection Program. But anyways, guys, that's really all I can show you. Again, you're just gonna get that portal. It's through Intralinks. I have it saved on my tab here. It's very, very self-explanatory. Again, those are the documents that you do need to upload as an independent contractor. You just need the 1099, at least through Bank of America, and then your application addendum, the loan amount. So it's really, really simple. For me, it honestly took 10-15 minutes once I figured it all out. And I honestly say, why not go ahead and try to apply? And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't, but at least you know you tried. So that's the PPP. And yeah, thank you all for watching today's video, and let me know if you have any questions at all, and I will let you know if I do get approved, if I do get the loan. And if I do get my loan, I will make a video on that. But until then, let me know if you have any questions down below. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye, guys. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name's Dylan, and thank you so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. In today's video, I'm going over a very interesting topic, and a lot of financial advisors have been talking about this. I myself am not a financial advisor. I am a self-employed person, I guess, small business owner. And you are watching this, maybe you're an Uber or a Lyft driver, or maybe you're a gig worker. You are technically, yes, a small business owner. That's basically how it works. Yeah, you're a small business owner, whether you believe it or not. You going out and driving for Uber, you're technically a small business owner. So what the US stimulus bill has passed is basically an economic injury disaster loan. Basically, it's in the form of a $10,000 loan that does not need to be paid back. They announced this, and there was like, we're gonna give out $10 billion of these $10,000 checks, and there's been some updates, and from what I hear, what I understand, and again, I'm no financial advisor, I'm no certified public accountant, but it looks like they're saying it's going to be $1,000 per person. So if you have a business with 10 employees, you would get the $10,000, but if you're by yourself, it's $1,000. So for the sake of this, it is a $10,000 loan, but I do want you to understand, and I also don't want you to, you know, whatever. I don't want to give out any false information. I'm just basically saying, I mean, this was announced, and you could have this in your bank account soon. You could have $1,000, you could have $10,000, but most likely it's gonna, if you're just by yourself, I think from what I'm hearing, it's gonna be $1,000 check. But hey, that's better than nothing. And worst comes to worst, I'm wrong, and you actually get $10,000. So I already applied. I already applied for this, but I'm gonna walk you through it. It should only take you 10 or 15 minutes. The application says it's gonna take 2 hours. It doesn't take 2 hours. It really doesn't even ask for that much personal information. So yeah, it should only take you around 20, maybe 30 minutes tops if you're really, really careful reading everything like over and over, but it should not take 2 hours. So here we go. I'm gonna sync up my computer here and walk you through it. Here we go. This is the website right here, guys. I'll leave a link to this down below in the comment section for you guys to check out. So here we go. Disaster loan assistance, federal disaster loans for businesses, private nonprofits, homeowners, and renters. This is where we fall under, businesses. If you're an Uber or Lyft driver, or an Instacart shopper, or whatever, food delivery driver, yes, this, it includes you. Streamline process requirements. Again, you need to read all this. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just walking through you. I guess basically I'm gonna just share with you how I'm doing it, and you guys are following along, okay? So this is me. There's all these applications. I mean, you can't really lie on this. Like, just fill out the truth, okay? That's really all you do, and they're gonna accept you or deny you. I had one person say, oh, if you're still going out and driving for Uber and you're found for unemployment, you can get sued for fraud. It's like, well, if you fill out the application, you list everything, like, and they deny you, and if they accept you, they accept you. It's not like you're lying. So, just as long as you're telling the truth, you'll be fine. So for me, I click an applicant is a business with not more than 500 employees. So anything under 500 employees is considered a small business owner, an individual who operates under a sole proprietorship with or without employees, or as an independent contractor. I think drivers would click this one, but do whichever one you think is correct. Who operates? Yeah, so as an independent contractor. So let's click that one, right? That one looks good. Review and check all the following. Are you engaged in any illegal activity? I don't know. Maybe you are. So if you are, don't click that one. But if you're not, click that one. The applicant is no principal. The applicant with the 50% is, 60 days of whatever, blah, 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 blah. I mean, read this. I already read all this stuff, but if you're an agricultural enterprise or a farm, but if you're not a lobbyist, if you don't do legal gambling, if you're not in any prurient sexual nature, sale of products or services of prurient sexual nature, okay, cannot be a state, local, or municipal entity. Continue. Type in your name here. This would just be your name, trade name, your EIN or SSN. So even if you haven't, technically filed as a company, basically the EIN is like your social security number for your company. So if you create an LLC or a S Corp, you will get an EIN. But if you don't, if you just have it set up through your personal bank, type in your social security number here, organizational type. You would probably click independent. I'm guessing most of you guys are independent contractors. I do have an LLC, so I clicked LLC. I just set it up for tax reasons, basically so I can get a lot more write-offs, and it's mostly for tax reasons, but click whatever you want. I'll get into that. That's a whole nother topic. Is the applicant a nonprofit? Probably no. A franchise? No. So let's just click independent contractor just so you guys, have all this stuff here. Gross revenues. Yeah, so you will have to know your gross revenues for the past 12 months. Just go through your app, type up all the earnings week by week or whatever. I think, prior to the date of the disaster, January 31st, 2020. So from January 31st, 2019 to January 2020. So yeah, this part could take you, maybe they're including that in the 2 hours. you counting that up. But I know you guys are quick at math. Just go on your calculator, you know. Cost of goods sold. I guess that's everything you sold. Rental properties. Non-profit cost, combined annual operating expenses, compensation, list the social services provided, probably nothing. Primary business address, you know, this would just be your personal address if you're self-employed. Yeah, type, you know, fill all this stuff out. I'm gonna fill mine out really quick and then we're gonna go next. All right, so the next page, this is your business owner's information. Individual owner, this you would just type in your own name, again, your social security number, again, your street address, fill all this stuff out. Ownership percent, probably 100%. So yeah, I'm gonna fill mine out and then we're gonna go to the next page. This page is pretty self-explanatory, but then we'll go to additional information. So here we go. All right, so here's the additional information. In the past year, has a business or a listed owner been convicted of a criminal offense? Click yes if you have, or no if you haven't. Is applicant or any listed owner currently suspended or debarred from contracting with the federal government or receiving federal grants or loans? You know, click yes or no, but I'm gonna click no because I'm not barred. Are you presently subject to an indictment, criminal information arraignment, or other means by which formal criminal charges are brought in any jurisdiction? Have you been arrested for any criminal offense? Have you been ever convicted, pled guilty? I'm gonna click no. If anyone is assisting you in completing the application, whether you pay a fee for the service or not, that person must enter their information below. Yeah. I was gonna say maybe put me there, but I mean, no, I'm not. There, you're just following along with me. No, I'm not helping you fill out your application. No, that's not what we're doing here. I would like to be considered for an advance up to $10,000. So if you want to be considered for an advance up to 10 grand, if you want to have 10 grand in your bank account, click there. If not, then don't click there. Where to send funds? This is the interesting part. You type in your bank, your account number, your routing number, you know, read all this. Definitely read all that. I already read it all. I hereby say that the above is true and correct. Click that, then click next. And then I'm not gonna click on the summary page because it's gonna show all my personal information, and obviously I'm not gonna share all my personal information with you. But yeah, it's just gonna go to summary, then you're gonna review all this information and you're gonna click submit. And that's literally it, guys. It's super easy, guys, and that's literally how you can apply for the loan. Again, you don't have to pay it back. It says it right on the application there that you don't have to pay it back. Oh yeah, this video was inspired by the Rideshare Guy. I wasn't gonna make a video on this. I did see the Rideshare Guy, Jay Creator, shout out to you guys. He posted a video on this and I thought, you know what? He has a big audience. I have a smaller audience, and you know, it would be cool to share this information with you guys as well, because I think it's valuable information that drivers should know about. And have a great day, guys. Bye. How's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name's Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. So if you haven't heard, there have been a lot of states who have now finally unleashed the PUA, the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Benefits, on their website. So if you don't know, the unemployment benefits or unemployment insurance, whatever you want to call it, for gig workers and unemployed, or gig workers, self-employed, freelancers, Uber, Lyft drivers, etc., is through an act called the CARES Act under the US stimulus bill. It's not technically unemployment insurance because we're not employees of a company. If we were, then we would just apply normally. But basically all the states were just like, okay, now we have to set up this entirely new program, and a lot of them, it took them over a month to even set it up. California launched theirs on April 28th, and then a lot of other states are now opening up. I believe there's already like 20 states that are accepting PUA and paying out PUA too, and you get your money within like 2 to 3 days or a week or so, your first payment. It's all retroactive too, so if you haven't gotten your unemployment benefits yet, don't worry. They're going to retroactively apply it based on the day that you stopped making money. So if your earnings drop because of coronavirus, you will still retroactively get your money. It's not like you missed out on money. It just, you didn't get it yet. That's the only bad part. Yet you don't have the money yet, but it will come if you do qualify, obviously. So it's called PUA. I just want to clarify that it's not unemployment insurance. It's pandemic unemployment assistance through the CARES Act of the US stimulus bill. There was a special act built into the US stimulus bill to include gig workers, self-employed, independent contractors, because these people, I guess us, were being hit the hardest by the coronavirus, because many independent contractors have no savings. They can't go out and work. If you're an Uber driver, what are you gonna go out and drive while the whole country is on lockdown and people are ordered not to leave their house? No. So this is PUA. I'm just gonna go step by step through the California website, because that's where I'm based out of. But guys, most states are pretty much the same. Like, you have to go through your state website. So whatever state you're in, type in whatever, New York, pandemic unemployment assistance for independent contractors. Type that in on Google, or Nebraska or Florida, pandemic unemployment assistance. It'll come up. Something will come up. If it doesn't come up, go to the normal unemployment website, like go to, I don't know, Idaho. I'm just naming off random states. Idaho unemployment benefits. Go to that website, and there should be an announcement on there for PUA. If it's not there yet, it most likely, or it should come. They should have an announcement on there for independent contractors. So try to find that. Try to find like an FAQ section, frequently asked questions, and get pointed in the right direction so you can apply for PUA. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to explain that because a lot of people don't really know what PUA is or how it works. There's 3 phases of payments. I'll get into all of that, but basically, if you can prove that your income dropped all the way back to February 2nd, or it's gonna stop, it starts from February 2nd up until December 31st. So if you haven't gotten your money yet, it will be retroactively applied. Excuse me, it will be retroactively applied. So don't worry if you haven't gotten paid yet. They're going to retroactively apply it based on the date that you stopped earning money. So the only bad thing is that you haven't gotten your money yet, because these states are taking so long. So if you can prove that you stopped earning money from February 2nd, it's gonna be, so there's 3 phases, and I'll get into it in a second here, but, well, yeah, really quickly, it's 3 phases. The first phase is your state unemployment, or your state benefits, so whatever that amount is. The second phase is the state plus the federal, so you have your state amount plus the $600 per week. That's like during the lockdown, like you're gonna get that now. But if you can date back that you were, hurting, or you weren't getting that money, you weren't getting your normal income, then you can try to get that first phase. And then the third phase is if you haven't gotten your job yet back or whatever, they're still gonna pay you just the state amount as of now, not the federal. So the federal is just for phase 2. But yeah, okay, now I'm gonna sync up my computer and show you step by step the process for applying for PUA, Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, for gig workers, Uber, Lyft drivers, self-employed people, whether you're an makeup artist, a painter artist, a videographer, a YouTuber, I don't know, a self-employed person, whatever. I'm going to show you step by step. So let me sync up my computer here and let's get going. Okay, so the first thing that you wanna do, guys, is go to whatever state you're in and type in Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. I'm in California, so I'm gonna do Pandemic Unemployment Benefits. And look, this is the first one that popped up, edd.ca.gov. So for instance, if you live in, let's try Vermont. Vermont Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. Whoops. So they have theirs set up right here. This is the one it goes right here. Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. Whatever state you're in, you can just type that in. For instance, let's type in Oregon, or let's type in Washington, for instance. Washington Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. Let's see if they have it, esd.wa.gov. what you want to do is do Control Find and type in pandemic. Here we go, CARES Act. So here we go. You basically want to go to your unemployment website and find you know, the section where they talk about the pandemic unemployment assistance. Let's type in North Dakota, for instance. I don't know, I'm just picking out random states to try to point you all in the right direction, because obviously I'm going to be filling it out for for California. But yeah, so you just want to type that in, North Dakota. Here's North Dakota. So like you said, basically you just want to go to the site, and then they'll point you. Want to make sure it's a .gov, and it'll show you, you know, point you in the right direction. But anyways, let's get back to California, and I will take you through the step-by-step process how to apply. So here we go, pandemic unemployment assistance. It says how to file a claim. They do have a frequently asked questions. How do you know if you're eligible? You're a business owner, self-employed, independent contractor, or gig worker. What is a gig? Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft is a gig, guys. You will be able to indicate if you have no employment wages. You don't have, yeah, anyways. How do I apply? You can apply through a PUA, a claim online, after April 28th. What are the reasons you could qualify? You're diagnosed, you're unable to work, a member of your household has been diagnosed, you're providing care for a family member who has been, look at this one, if you work as an independent contractor with reportable income, you may also qualify for PUA benefits if you're unemployed, partially employed, or unable or available to work because the COVID-19 public health emergency has severely limited your ability to continue performing your customary work activities and has thereby forced you to stop working. So you don't need to necessarily be positive. You can even still be partially employed. You are unable to reach the place of employment. Yeah, so if you're unable to go out and drive, you are scheduled to start a new job that is now available. You have to quit. You became the breadwinner of a major support. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the one that's going to apply for most of us. Anyways, there's a lot of questions on here. I'm not going to go through every single one. I just want to show you guys how to apply. That's the purpose of this video. So how to file a claim. The fastest way to apply for benefits is through UI Online. Or you can also fax. I probably would say probably not fax in your unemployment application, but if you really want to, then do it, then fax it in. I don't know, maybe maybe they're not getting a lot of fax ones, so maybe you want to try faxing it and see if that works for you. Okay, so certifying for weeks ending March 14th through May 9th. Based on the persistent inability of claimants to access the online system, if your benefit certification form has dates for weeks, you do not need to certify or recertify. Okay, gotcha, March 14th. Okay, so anyways, so you need to essentially reopen a new claim. So you go down here, file a claim. When to file a claim, how to file a claim. Let's go online. You need to do it during these time periods. What is it? Friday at 12 p.m. Perfect. You can't do it at midnight or, well, it's pretty much open at 2 a.m. to 8 p.m. So unless you're doing it at Saturday at 10 p.m., you'll probably be fine, or just do it one of these times. So you go through UI Online. So let's start filing a claim here. Okay, so here are the three phases, guys, I was talking about before. Phase 1, 167 per week from February 2nd to March 28th, 167 plus 600 per week, March 29th to July 25th, and 167 per week from July 26th to 2020. And they said that it could increase the 167 amount to a maximum of 450 per week based on how much money you did make. So you could potentially, if you make over 17,000, okay, there we go. If you make more than 17,000, which I assume most of you guys did, yeah, 450 bucks. Cool. Oh, shout out to Chris. I just asked him a question because I didn't know the answer. But yes, this amount too, the 600 bucks per week, is taxable income, I think. Okay, anyway, so here we go. Let's get started with the application, guys. Are you ready? Let's do it. So let's get started. So let's see how to file a claim. UI online, this is the easiest way to do it. You can fax in or mail it in, but I'm just like, bruh, just probably honestly want to just do it on the internet. That's why we all have it, right? So if you do not have an existing account, register. Gonna register. Okay, I'm gonna fill out all my info, and then I'll meet you back on the next page. The first info, just email, password, security questions. Choose a personal image, so click on one of these images, tree, I don't know, whatever it is. Yeah, and then I'll meet you guys on the next page. Here we go. So once you submit, once you register, they're gonna send you an email, and then go to the link included in the message. So I'm gonna click on that link right now, and then meet you guys back on the next page. So yeah, this is what the email looks like. I can share this because there's not really much personal info on here. Yeah, so here we go. Click on here. Benefits program online. It says successful. Certifying for weeks here. Log in now. Now I have my login, so I'm gonna log in. So here we go. I'm gonna do UI online, not on mobile, because I'm on my phone. So file a new claim. Select file new claim to complete the registration. No additional UI online registration is filed. Okay, so anyways, file a new claim. Here we go. What you need to file a claim: name, address, phone number, social security number, California driver's license, citizenship status, last employer information at the time you are filing the claim, last date worked and the reason you are no longer working for the last employer, gross earnings, guys. So that means the total amount before expenses, information on all employer you worked for in the past 18 months, pension information. Yeah. So anyways, if you've read all of it, cool, let's click next. Did you work in another state and or Canada in the last 18 months? Nope. Have you applied for unemployment? Nope. Did your employer union give you one of the following claim forms? Nope. Were you in the military? Nope. Did you work for an agency? Nope. Nope. Have you filed an unemployment claim in the past 12 months? No. Next. Let's see here, guys. Here we go. This is the important stuff. Social security number and or EDD client number. Confirm the last 4 digits of your social security number here. If you have used any other social security number, list them. Date of birth, gender, applicant name. Is this the name that appears on your social security card? Yes, no, etc. List them. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to fill mine out and then I'll meet you on the next page. All right, so the next part is, are you a citizen? Yes. Provide general statistic information, blah, blah, blah. So do you have a disability? What race? This is just classic stuff. Are you a citizen? Probably yes. Education, bachelor's. Are you a veteran? Nope. White, whatever, you know, just list whatever you have to do. Okay, here we go. So last employer information. Did you work for any employer in the last 18 months? Please see above instructions if you are a gig worker. So here we go. Important information for gig workers and independent contractors. If you had no employment wages, for example, if you did not receive a W-2 in the last 18 months and you're applying for PUA, then click no below. So this is for people who only work Uber, Lyft, and all these other jobs. If you received a 1099 rather than a W-2, you're gonna wanna click no. But if you have also worked for a company and received a W-2, like you were an employee at a company while doing Uber and Lyft on the side, then click yes, and you're gonna have to list all those as well. Because I assume they're gonna try to get that company to pay for your unemployment benefits as well. So, because you probably paid into that. So yeah, but if you're just a gig worker, you're gonna click no here. So this is just for Uber example. Yeah, so next, additional information. Did you work for or provide services on behalf of an educational institution? Nope. What type of work do you normally perform? So this, you're gonna wanna type in something like rideshare driver, or taxi driver. That's probably fine. I don't see anything on here like rideshare or Uber, so taxi driver is probably fine. Save. What other types of work can you perform? I don't know if they have any like courier or food delivery. Courier. Courier driver. There you go. If you did food delivery, you can type in courier driver. Because what is a courier? Define courier. A person, you transport packages. I mean, that's pretty much what Postmates and food delivery. This is the type of work you normally perform seasonal. No. Do you expect to return to work for a former employer? No. Do you have a date to start work? Nope. Are you ready and willing to accept work that matches your work skills? Nope. Are you willing to modify the activity? No, I'm not. Select the reason. Not listed. I don't know. Are you ready to and willing to accept part-time work? No. Other reason. Are you currently self-employed? Have you owned business or plan to become self-employed? If you're impacted by the COVID-19, click no. Are you a member of a union? Nope. Uber drivers don't have unions, except for those weird ones. Well, I don't know. If you're a member of those, then you click yes, obviously. Are you receiving or will you receive within the next 2 weeks a pension or retirement? Nope. Obviously, fill out whatever you want. Are you receiving or do you expect to receive workers' comp? No. Are you currently attending start date or scheduling school or training? Oh, click yes if you have. Are you now or have you been in the last 18 months an officer? Nope. And nope, I'm not that either. Are you unemployed as a result to a recent economic disaster? For example, COVID-19. Yes, I am. Select the type of disaster, COVID-19. This is all the important stuff, guys. What is your annual income for the calendar year of 2019? So you do need to know this. Provide the date of your business on employment or self-employment was interrupted. So this is the start date, guys. So you can date this all the way back to February 2nd, but they're gonna look at your, well, I don't even know if they will look at it, but you basically, obviously tell the truth. Tell the truth of the date that you stopped receiving like your normal pay. Put the date that your income was impacted negatively by COVID-19. That's the start date you want to do. Because why? If you get approved, they're gonna start paying you retroactively from that date. So say you stopped on February 2nd, your income went way down because there's less rides out there if you're an Uber driver or whatever. Or I don't know, March 1st. March 15th, I think, was when the lockdown started, right? So say you put March 15th, for example, but you can do it all the way back to February 2nd. But let's say you did March 15th. They're gonna retroactively pay you from March 15th or February 2nd or whatever. They're gonna pay you that money that you stopped getting income from your job, from your contract job. Because the point of this whole thing is to, replace your income. That's what unemployment is. And it's a huge $2.2 trillion bill. So like, take advantage of it, you know what I mean? Select the option for how you were impacted. Oh yeah, and then this one, it's probably, let's see, it's gonna be one of these ones. You cannot work. A lot of them are like, you are an independent contractor with reportable income and you are forced to stop working because COVID-19 has severely limited your ability to continue performing your customer work activities. That's the one I would choose, but if you are actually diagnosed, or if you have, or if you have COVID-19 symptoms, if you're sick, a member of your household has it, you are taking care of your family, you cannot reach your workplace. That's more so for other independent contractors, like say you work as a freelance video editor and you have an office job or something and you can't get to work now, which I don't know. But honestly, it's probably gonna be that one. At the time of the disaster, in which county did you reside? Whatever, pick that one. At the time of disaster, which county did you work? At the time of the disaster, was your unemployment caused by your need to travel through a disaster county? Click yes or no. Yes, for me. Select the disaster county. Obviously, I'm not going to go through each one. Like, you just pick your county, guys. Come on. So select the option that best applies to you. How many hours did you work per week prior to the disaster? So you're gonna type in however many hours a week. Did you work 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week, 80 hours a week? I don't know. With Uber and Lyft, it's kind of undetermined, right? You spend a lot of time online, but you also spend a lot of time offline the app, but driving home, you know? That's technically work in my opinion, right? Because you're still like working. Explain briefly how this disaster affected your ability to continue. So this one you can actually type some stuff out. What's the physical address of your business? If you're self-employed, guys, in my opinion, and again, this is not legal advice, but the physical address of your business, I'll just say for me, my physical address is my house because that's where I reside, that's where I work. I'm self-employed, so my address is my physical address. I declare that it's correct. Obviously, guys, just a disclaimer, do not take any of this as legal or professional advice. This is just what I would fill out as an Uber driver, as a Lyft driver. Again, well, I don't know if I say this, but I actually applied for the PPP loan, so I'm not doing unemployment because I do believe that the PPP, filing for that, disqualifies me for unemployment. So, yeah, there you have it. So anyways, and then you're gonna click next, and then it's just gonna take you to the summary page, you know, show everything, and you're gonna confirm that it was correct, and then at the very end, you're gonna sign a document saying that it's correct. But yeah, guys, that was it. That's the whole document. That's the whole unemployment series. That's the entire application for PUA. Let me know if you have any questions down below. If you have any questions filling out any of the boxes, feel free to comment down below. And then if you know the answer to one of the other questions, feel free to also answer somebody else's questions. We're getting so much traffic now. The channel's absolutely blowing up. I cannot personally answer every single question, but I'm gonna do my best on this video at least to answer every single question because I know this is the most pressing issue, most pressing topic is unemployment assistance for Uber and Lyft drivers. Thank you again for watching today's video. Have a great day. Let me know any other videos you want me to do. And if you appreciated this video, please give the video a big thumbs up. Thank you so much. I'll talk to y'all soon. Stay safe out there, guys, and get your money. All right, bye.